Hello, I'm James Baker, Vice President of Sales at C2 Products. Today's presentation is on the Guardian Portable Encryption software. Guardian Portable is an encryption tool which allows IT admins and users to create an encrypted vault on almost any type of removable media device. Once installed, the software works 100% on the device, no administrator rights are required, and it leaves zero footprint on the host PC. Today we will run through the quick and easy setup of Guardian Portable, and we will see the device working on Windows and Mac operating systems. So the first thing we need to do now is we will flick over to my Windows 8 machine so I can show you the application installing. So let me just pass the presenter role over, and we will accept that, and we will just change the screen, and here we go. Right, so before we can start, you will need to download either the Guardian Setup.executable file or the Windows, Mac, or Linux application files from our website. You can find them at www.safexs.info and then just navigate to the Guardian Portable page. For ease of use, we've already downloaded the setup file and we have it on the computer already, which you can see here, which I've just highlighted. So I have a USB flash drive. It's a standard USB flash drive made by Sony. There's absolutely nothing on the drive at all right now, so I will show you the process. So let's open up my computer, and then if we go down to the Sony drive, and you can see here there's absolutely nothing on the drive itself. We'll come back to this a little bit later once we've installed the software onto the device. Right, okay, let's begin. So the first thing is we need to start the application installer. So double click and you can see the Guardian Portable setup window appears. Now you can see here that drive letter E is showing. So this is the only device that I have plugged in and it's showing up as driver E. If there was multiple devices plugged in at the same time, it will give you various options for different drive letters for which will link to the drive that's plugged into that port. So we know that we've got the one device plugged in, so that's showing up as drive E. So we will install the software on this drive. So we'll click Next. And as you can see, within a few seconds, the software is installed onto the drive. So what it's actually doing is it's like Mac, Windows, and Linux straight onto the device. So now, anything that you see that's on the screen now, this is actually running from the device itself. It's not running from the PC at all. And we can show you this back down to my computer. And if we highlight the Sony drive, you can see here the applications I've installed. So this is the application for Windows. The one above is for Linux. The one above that is for Mac. And you can see here the Guardian Portable settings, and this is where the encrypted data will be hidden. We can get to that a bit later on in the demonstration. So for now, I will close my computer down, and let's go on to the configuration of. So once you've installed the software, this is the first thing that will pop up on the screen, and that's the Guardian Portable Setup Wizard. So to configure the drive, all you need to do here really is select a language. And if I just click on the drop down menu, see that we have multiple languages. But for ease of use and because it's my own language, we will keep it on English United Kingdom. So the next step is to click on Next. And of course, read the end user license agreement first. And once you're happy, click on Accept. And then go to. So this is the part of the setup screen. So for the first time you use the drive, or if you change the password or you reset the drive, then you'd have to go for the password setup screen. So the password policy, default, it's a complex password policy of 8 characters, 1 uppercase, 1 lowercase, and 1 digit. Now you can see here the password info box in red. So you can see because it's in red, nothing's been entered at all into the boxes above. And you'll see as I type that the numbers will go down or they will increase to show you how I'm complying with the password as I type. So we will use today's password of SafeXs 2014. And we will drop down to the confirm button. And you can see now it's all turned green, so we're good to continue, but perhaps we want to enter a hint just in case we forget the password. And let's try entering the password as the hint. And as you can see, once we get to the 6th letter, it doesn't allow us to. It picks up that the password hint is similar to the password, and it won't allow you to enter it here, because potentially what you could do is you could put SafeXs 2001 plus 4, and this would give a hacker or an opportunity to be able to unlock the device just by using the hint there. So we protect against that, and what we'll do is we'll just type in usual, and we will go to next. So now we can finalize the application and get ready to start. So we will go click on next, and your login box appear. Now this is what a user will see every time that they log in, unless they have to change the password or they've lost their password and they have to reset the application. This is everything that they'll see from now on before they get into the application to be able to move files on and off the device, encrypted and unencrypted. So we'll type in our password, and we will log in. Just let me move this over because it's appeared on the other screen. So you can see here, this is the drag and drop interface. So we'll run through the drag and drop interface as we go along from left to right. So let's start off with the left-hand side here. This is the My Computer side. So on this side here is where you can, if you use it this way, you can search for files and folders on the computer from in the interface itself, and you can just open up, drop down, and then search for the files that you want to encrypt. And you can also see at the bottom here, it also tells you how much storage has been used on the computer within that drive. So that's the C drive. So we can see 45.29 gigs has been used of the available 186. As we drop down, we can see the Sony drive itself as well here, which we don't need to do. And you can see the applications here. We obviously don't want to encrypt its own application. And on the right-hand side, you'll see that it says encrypted. So this is the encrypted vault area of the device. So anything that we add here will become encrypted. So we can show you how that works by moving over a file and folder. These are messages appears to ask if you want to encrypt the files, and we will tick yes. And then you can see it's fairly straightforward, quick. Now all the files that are here are now encrypted, and we can do a few things with this. We can delete it. We can create a new directory within this file, all sorts of things that you can do with standard applications. So on this side here, it's encrypted, and on the left-hand side, it is the devices that are plugged into your computer, or they're your drives that are associated with your computer. And down the bottom here as well, we can see how much storage has been used of the drive itself. Now let's go up to the icons above. So there's a few icons here. Fairly straightforward. Log out means log out, and as you hover over it, will change the color. The next one is the timer settings. Now this is quite important. So we'll click on the timer settings. Onto the software, we have the ability to lock the drive after a period of time where there's no inactivity. So this is automatically set at 5 minutes, but we can change that from 2 minutes all the way up to 60 minutes. But we'll leave it at 5, and we'll just come out. So after a period, say you left your device in the machine and you've gone for a cup of coffee or you've gone for lunch and you forgot to take it out, you don't need to worry because after 5 minutes the device will lock. So anyone that tries to access it has a very small window of being able to access your data on the drive and copying it off and taking it with them. So let's go to the next one. So the next one is the delete button. You can see that it's grayed out here because I've not highlighted anything. So if we highlight the data on the right hand side here and then go back up, we can delete it. Back is back and home is home. So fairly straightforward. And to be honest with you, that's all you probably need to use. It's intuitive. It's very, very easy to use. But if you wanted to make some configurations, make the application look a little bit more how you can, we can do a few things. So we can go up. We go up to the menu system here. You can see the fairly straightforward applications. Features and options that you'd normally get in most applications, and copy, move, create a new directory or log out from within here, edit, copy to clipboard, paste, delete, rename, select all, deselect all standard stuff. Now if we go to view, we can do a few things here. So let's look at view. So swap panels. So basically that swap my computer and the encrypted the encrypted part of the interface from left to right, back to right to left. And if you're left-handed and you prefer to move things over from the left to the right rather from the right to the left, maybe maybe it's easier for you. But we'll go back to 4. We'll also turn off the my computer part as well. So here, by turning it off, we only have one area. So this might be just more easier for you and it's confusing. So here you can just drag and drop straight into the interface, and everything there will be encrypted in real time with AES 256-bit encryption. Let's turn that back on again. Off the available image indicator, we can add the function keys on the application here as well, and we can change the views: tree view, detailed, or list view. We can show hidden files or hidden system files. And we go to options. You can also change the language, so it's not just about when you first set up the drive. You can change the language after you've worked with the product and you're into the interface. You might decide that you prefer to have it in your home language, and you can do that from within the interface here. Also settings here, preferences. That comes from the default setup. It always asks you for confirmation before you delete, copy, or move a file. Now, as you're trying to get used to the application and the way it works, it's nice to have that on, but it might get annoying after a while, and you don't want to keep being asked if you want to, delete or copy or move. So you can just turn these off here, nice and easy. So we'll leave that for the sake of the demo. And we can also change the password, which we will do. So let's go to the password dialog screen. So the old password was SafeXs 2014. Let's try and create a new password with the same password. And as you can see here in the red box, the red writing in the password info box, the password cannot be the same as the previous 2 passwords. So that's for security reasons. You don't really want, if you've forgotten the password or you think it's been compromised, you don't want to allow a user or yourself to give the opportunity to be able to enter that password again as a new password. So we've set up the application itself so that it has to be the new password that you change to has to be it can't be the same as the previous 2 passwords. And then you have the same with the password hint as well. But for the demo, we won't change the password. We will come up here. So the next part of the menu system is the help screen. So we have a few things here. So we've got about Guardian Portable. This will tell you the application number, the version number of the application, which is always good because we do like to release new products every year. And we look at really 2 or 3 new versions each year with new features. So you'll see by going to our website, SafeXs.info, that we always have on the right-hand side of the screen an up-to-date version number for that month. So you'll see yourself, if there's a new version available, you can go to the website and you can check the build number against what we have and download the product, and you'll be able to use the same key and update the product to the latest version. So let's go. The license agreement is the next part of the help field, which is fairly straightforward stuff. That's the EULA that you agreed to at the beginning before creating your password on the application itself. Then we've got online support. So if I click on support, this will take to our knowledge base. And here you will find lots of frequently asked questions about yourself. And if you click here on the knowledge base section, you can go down to the Guardian Portable part of the knowledge base. And here you can see there's 26 questions which are frequently asked and with the answers as well. And something there is not listed, then it's not a problem. What you can do is you can go to Submit a Ticket, click on the button, and all you need to do then is click on the department, Sales, Support, or Marketing, and then fill in the details about the issue that you're having, and one of our engineers will have a look at it and come back to you, and hopefully you can resolve any problems that you may have. So let's close. And if we go back to the help button, you can see here the user manual. So if you're not sure on a certain functionality or on how something quite works, then you can look at the user manual, or you can find the user manual also on the website. And that's about it from the interface side of things. What we'll do now is we'll show you how the brute force protection works. So what I'll do is, as you can see, the application is now closed, and we will go back to my computer, and we can go to execute, and we can see here now the application for login has started. So excuse me, what we'll do is we'll try brute forcing the password. So we know the password is SafeXs 2014, but we won't use that password because that will obviously allow us entry. So we will just enter a few random and click enter, and you can come in. This is wrong. So I'm going to get further. Okay. Okay. And now you see the message appear that says, beware, you have almost exceeded the allotted number of password tries. One more incorrect try and all your data will be wiped. So let's give that a go. And here we go. Right. And you'll see the number of password retries has been exceeded. Your data and password have all been deleted. And we can see. So let's just see what happens now. If we try to start the again, you can see it takes us a Guardian Portable Setup Wizard, which we need to use to set up a new password. So you just set up a new password because I'd like to show you the application on a Mac, which will be next. So here we will enter SafeXs 2014 exclamation mark. SafeXs 2014 exclamation mark, and we will put usual exclamation mark, and then we next, and then so here we go. So now we're back into the application interface, and what we'll do now, we'll actually log out and unplug the device, and we will plug it in to a Mac and show you what the application looks like on the Mac side of things. So let's log out, and what I will do now is I'll move back over to the other screen. So let me just change presenter role, and I need to accept that. and we will share the whole screen, minimize that web page, unplug the device, plug it in. So we should see any second now the Sony drive will be mounted, which you can see here in the bottom right hand side of the screen. So let's just move it up a little bit. So now if we open it up, you'll see the applications. So on the left here we have the Linux application, in the middle we have the Mac application, and on the right hand side we have the Windows application. So let's click on the Mac application, and you'll see that it's starting up by the actual application icon here in the bottom tray, and you can see that it looks very similar to what it does on the Mac, on the Windows PC, sorry. And let's type in the password. Oops, I think I just spelled that wrong. And we will again. As you can see, the application looks very similar. And it looks pretty much the same as well on Linux. The interface itself looks like this. All the features work in the same way. So it's nice for a user if they do use multiple operating systems when they're using the device. And as we saw before, that we actually reset the drive, so there was no data on the drive left. So let me just move over some files on here to encrypt. You can see as well a message appears to ask if we want to encrypt the files, which we showed before can be switched off. We'll say yes, and it's done, encrypted. And the same with the icons up here, and of course on Mac, if you want to go to the actual file menus, you have to go up to the top left here, and you can see it's the same as it is on the Windows. Great, so that's about it for this fairly short demonstration on the Guardian Portable application. I hope you've enjoyed it, and last thing to say is goodbye and thank you for watching.